Good evening, folks. I'm in Witstrand now. It's a South African town which is known as the Bitcoin town or capital of South Africa. And I'm here on business, trying to find out what's going on, how they make it work. You can buy cars, houses, food, restaurants, anything you want here with Bitcoin. And it's pretty interesting. I want to find out what they're up to, what wallets they're using, what mechanisms they're using to pay, whether they're using cold storage or second tier, and the payment process, all of that sort of thing. I'm here to find out. I'm moving more and more of my money into Bitcoin now. And I do believe it's a smart and wise thing to do. But that's for another day, another story. I'm going to cover this pretty quickly today because the internet is very slow and the upload is going to take forever. So quickly, let's go through. But I'd encourage you to watch Friday's video, which I'll link at the end of this one, which covers some of these markets in more detail. And also I did a live stream on Friday, and I'll link that video at the end of this one as well. And we went into a fair amount of detail there too. Anyway, let's get back to the charts and quickly go through this. I'll be online on X, on Twitter later on. If you want to find out what I'm doing with my positions, there are a couple of things that might move. Bitcoin, gold, some of the stocks, considering that the US credit rating was dropped by Moody, and we're now in a situation where we have all three rating agencies downgrading the US for the first time in history. So are we going to see a gap down or a gap up on the markets? How's gold going to react? How's Bitcoin going to react? And of course, as always on a Sunday, how's natural gas going to react? As you'll know, we're short on the Nasdaq, short on the S&P, and short on the German 30. And I've explained the reasons for all of this in the last videos, and I'm strongly encouraging you to go back and watch those videos because they go into a lot more detail. And I'm not going to do it today because I do want to make sure that I can get this video uploaded. So we're short on the Nasdaq, the S&P, and the German 30. Go and check those videos out for the reasons. And we have no other positions apart from being long on Google. But I do want to get long on some of the names that we've got here at some point. And of course, it all depends on how the market moves this coming week. It's going to be a really, really important week with the markets at potential key turning point inflection levels across the board, really, not just stocks, but all sorts of other things. So those are our stock positions. Then we go back to the currencies, which we normally start with. Basically, I'm long on the euro, short on the euro yen. That had a massive move down Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're now in profit on this trade for the first time in quite a while. That's looking good. My target is 144 all the way down here at the bottom of the projected flagpole, considering we've had a move up, flagpole, bear flag, and the next move should be down. Of course, we need to see the yen carry trade continue to unwind, and we'll see the dollar yen coming down at the same time. Until the dollar yen comes down, we're not going to see the euro yen move down, and the dollar yen is moving down. We wanted to get short a little higher up, but the market never got there, breaking through the trend line, so we didn't take a short there, but we didn't get up to the 200 and the order block up here. So we didn't get that position, but we are short on the euro yen. And that one's looking pretty good. And those are the only positions that we have. In general, I think that the dollar index is going to carry on weakening. We're still trading at around about 100, actually about 101 now. And my target for the dollar index is 93. Let me just show you why one more time. I'm going to go to the weekly chart for this because it shows it much more clearly. You can see that big false breakout clear out through the top. At the same time, we had a fake clear out on the euro through the bottom. And now that we've done that, we've now broken through the Dixie Moab. And although we haven't held that move down, we've now broken that level, and that level has been breached. I expect we may retrace to the 200 or even the confluence of the 50, the 100, and the 20 up here at the 50% retracement level. This is a weekly chart with a weak spike high, so looking quite negative. But if we do manage to get to the 200, around about 102.80, or even up here at the 50% retracement at around 104, and the confluence of the 20, the 50, and the 100 period moving averages. So if we do get up to some of these areas, let's go back to the day chart. I'll be looking to sell the dollar yen. If we don't, then I may miss out on this trade. But we do have the euro yen short already. We've talked about stocks. I'm not going to go over that again. And then going across to crypto, nice move up on Ethereum over the weekend, actually today, Bitcoin 2 and XRP as well. My target for Bitcoin is about 140 to 150. Ethereum at around about 4,000 to 5,000. I'm not quite sure on that one. And XRP at $5. And then on gold, we remain short. I think I've explained this in quite a lot of detail in multiple videos so far and plenty of posts on X. My target's down here at about $3,000, maybe slightly above, slightly below. And at the extreme, we could get down to these order blocks. The 200 period moving average is coming up underneath there as well. And in the extreme, we could get down into the next order block, down to about $2,700. I think the most likely scenario, though, is a move to 3,000, just above or just below, where we'll be looking to exit our shorts, reverse, and go long. At the same time that we're short on gold, we're also long on silver. That's a hedge, a temporary hedge, until we find out which way these go and how gold is going to react to this trend line and the 50 period moving average and whether it's going to try and retest it and eventually break it. In that case, we'll hold our long silver hedge And when we reverse to go long on gold, we'll add some more to the silver long trade as well. No trade on copper, looking a little weak on Friday. A little bit of a warning for the stock markets. Now going across to natural gas, we remain short on natural gas. This is the 4-hour chart on the Henry Hub. You can see we're probing into that order block now. Target's down here. It's going to be interesting to see how we open up over this weekend in a few hours' time. Whether we'll gap up above the 20-period moving average, or maybe we'll gap down to the bottom of this order block at around about 325, 323. And if that happens, we'll probably bounce up to close the gap back up to the top of the order block and then resume the downward trend down to $3. We have no positions now on WTI oil. As you know, we got short there, we got long there, we got short again, we got long, and now we've taken profit on those long positions, and we're all out and all square. I'm looking for a rally back up into Moab around about $66 to $68, and I'm allowing for a move up to $70 in the 200-period moving average, and also at the extreme, the top of this channel, and that's closer to $75. I think the top of the channel is less likely than a move up to Moab around 66, 67, and a rejection from there, and a continued move down. Looking for a move back down to the channel bottom where we bounced last time, and then a break below there to take us further down into this abyss. And the abyss takes us all the way down below the channel, and we'll fall back down towards $50 into this region here. So that's my play on WTI. No trades just yet, and looking for a move back up into Moab where we'll start to look for our first opportunity. We remain long on URA and UEC, the uranium twins that we trade. Bit of a pullback on UEC on Friday, not much, but below the 20-period moving average, and on URA, we're still holding strong. And then just to wrap up, we're still long on the dollar South African rand. We have nothing on the VIX. We have a long position on TLT, waiting for this tariff whipsaw to hold the top there. And then going across the softs and grains, we remain long on sugar, short on cocoa. Cocoa's moved up into the next order block, so we've taken our next short position there. If you remember, we were originally short here. We hedged immediately at the green arrow. So those two positions were very close to each other, fractionally apart. And I've closed the long side of the hedge, the green arrow, right at the top here, and added a new short tranche. So that's the new trade on cocoa. Not much else. We're still short on coffee, long on corn, long on cotton, long on wheat, and we took profit on soybeans right at the top of the black line here at about 1060. And that's all, folks. Bitcoin's looking strong, Ethereum's looking strong, XRP is looking strong. I'm in Bitcoin town tonight. I'm going to be here for a week, so stay tuned. Going to be some interesting things to find out. I'm going to be talking to people, interviewing people, taking some video, finding out exactly how this Bitcoin economy works. And it's pretty interesting. I don't think there are many examples of it being adopted, perhaps in Venezuela and a couple of other countries and a few small towns. So I'm really excited about being here. So stay tuned if you want to find out more about how a Bitcoin economy works. In the meantime, you can Google Witsand, W-I-T-S-A-N-D in South Africa, and find out about the Bitcoin economy here. But before you do that, please like and subscribe and consider joining the channel. There's a link below that says join. It's $1 a month and you can get access to all the members' perks. Good luck for this coming week, and if you'd like to know more about my daily intraday plays, and go across to Twitter, X, and follow me on Twitter at ArcisFX, because I post up a lot of stuff there which doesn't quite make it to YouTube because of time constraints. See you in the next video. Take care.
Got my mindset, ain't no time for no pain. Bulls and bears, man, they just can't compete. We're stacking our sets, won't accept no defeat. Come on, to the moon, baby, moving to the moon. All around the world, everybody sing the tune. Right now, heart of storm, crypto fever's coming soon. Bitcoin rally, y'all watch us break out of this cocoon. Late nights, early mornings, checking the charts.